Ang hirap ng buhay na pinagdaanan ko, ayaw kong madaanan ng bawat pamilyang Pilipino. Kaya I hope na ang ating bansa umunlad, magkaisa tayo, ipagdasal natin ang ating mga leader dahil walang imposible sa Panginoon pag tayo ay nagdarasal. Nung ako ay naupong senador, hindi ko po talaga kinompromise yung posisyon ko kasi yung commitment ko sa taong bayan, manatiling commitment ko sa kanila habang ako'y pinagkakatiwalaan at nagsiservisyo sa gobyerno.
Masakit lang isipin, Mr. President, na ang programa na para sa mga mahihirap, tapos may mga tao na kumokontra. Kasi pagka maganda yung ginagawa para sa mga mahihirap, dahil kalaban ka, kukontrahin ka. Nakakabuti naman sa taong bayan. Pagkakalaban ka, ganun. Kaya walang progreso, walang kaunlaran ang bansa natin dahil after ng administrasyon ng isang leader, pag mapalitan siya, hindi ipagpatuloy yung programa niya na maganda para sa taong bayan. Pagkatapos naman ng isa, yung magandang programa niya, mahinto na naman, ibang programa na naman. Bakit hindi natin suportahan? Kahit na ba, ang isang politiko, ang puso para talaga sa taong bayan o tumulong, kung maganda yung programa, dapat suportahan na lang. Ang problema, laging hindi maganda, laging hindi maganda, laging hindi maganda. Lahat ba yung mga programa ng mga nakaraang leaders ay hindi maganda? Pagdating sa mga mahihirap, nasasaktan ako pagka binabatikos yung mga programa para sa kanila. Diyan ako galing sa pagiging mahirap. Yung walang makain sa isang araw. Naranasan ko yun. Kaya ako, anumang darating ko, anumang pera, anong halaga ang nakamtan ko sa buhay, hindi mahalaga para sa akin yan. Ang importante, makatulong ako sa taong bayan, makatulong ako sa kapwa ko. We came to this world naked, and we will depart alone and naked. Wala tayong madalala. Iiwanan natin lahat yan. Ipaglalaban ko ang karapatan ng mga mahirap na tao.
Atin itong bansa, gusto ko po na tayong lahat nagtutulungan para umunlad ang ating bansa, para umasinso ang bawat Pilipino. Mga kababayan ko, mga nagsiservisyo sa gobyerno, magkaisa tayo. Isipin natin na ang mga kababayan natin nagugutom, nahihirapan. Yung iba, walang sariling tahanan, natutulog sa kalye lamang. Tayo, lahat ay pari-parihong tao, may puso na ramdaman. Naway, bawat isa sa atin, lahat tayo, accountable tayo pagharap natin sa Panginoon. Lagi kong sinasabi, kahit ano pa kayaman mo, kahit ikaw pa pinakasikat sa buong mundo, pag namatay tayo, wala tayong madadala kahit piso. Ang Manny Pacquiao, walang karapatan magibang kahit kanino. Dahil galing po ako sa hirap. Therefore, ang aking gagawin, tutulungan yung mga kasama kong naiiwan doon sa laylayan. Tutulungan sila. Ang dasal ko palagi sa kanila na umasinso din sila sa buhay at makaahon din, guminhawa sa buhay. Kaya tayong lahat, mga kababayan ko, sama-sama tayo, magkaisa tayo para sa pag-unlad ng ating bansa, tayong lahat magtutulungan.
Palma. Oh,
man.
that's unfair, and Palma 7 points in the game. To the
Wow.
Delgado makes the shot and knocks it down. Maloria is open. 3-point.
Oh my goodness! Face a jumper by Robin Celis.
Caballero has time.
Now it gets started. Also turnaround jumper. Oh my goodness!
Ito ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. This is the Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, now on its 7th season, and we are back at the Pasay Astrodome in Pasay City for your triple header this Thursday. And the Nueva Ecija Rice Bangers, the league leaders with a 9-0 record, take on the Bulacan Kuyas, who are still in search of their first victory ngayong season na to. That's our first game. Mamaya, it's the Gensan Warriors battling it out with the Pangasinan Heat Waves. And in the 8 p.m. game, two North Division powerhouse teams, San Juan and Pasay, go at it in our main game. Magandang hapon mga kaliga. Sa Dav Tupas kasama si Coach Mike Perez. Magandang hapon din sa mga nanonood sa atin sa Facebook and on YouTube. And mamaya, we are live on Solar Sports starting at 6 p.m. And balikan muna natin ang mga resulta natin sa Alonte Sports Arena in Binyan. Coach Mike, tingnan natin yung mga results natin. Medyo hindi dikit yung unang dalawang laro natin. Pero yung third game, medyo dikit.
Oo, nagpatuloy yung win streak nitong Binyan. Now they're on a 5-game winning streak, which is really good for that team, hoping to better their standings.
Oo, no, so because of that, may mga pagbabago sa ating team standing. So, silipin muna natin ang South Division. And the teams right now in the South, Quezon of course still on top with an 8-1 record. And Binyan improving to a 6-3 record just behind Muntinlupa there at number 4. And Jensen seeing action later on. They are at 4 with a 4-5 record. So yan yung mga teams natin sa South Division. In the North Division on the other hand, Bataan improving to 5-6 behind Ilagan Isabela ng number 8 doon with a 9-5 record. Pangasinan is at number 7, 5-3. And the big number there is the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards looking for win number 10 this season. Mamaya, San Juan looking for win number 9. And ang Pasay not far behind, 7-3. Ang Bulacan naman, 0-11. So balikan natin ang laro nitong Nueva Ecija. They last played on the road. They were on the road in Ilagan last Saturday and they came out on top. Of course, tuloy-tuloy nga itong winning streak nila. There was a hard-fought game against the Jensen Warriors, 83-76 natapos yung laro na yan.
Yeah, hard-fought game actually nga yun. Jensen on 14-point run in the first quarter. Nueva Ecija went on a deficit about 9 points. But Costello, Wilson, and Mantay really did good in the second quarter, which enough to make a run. Well, Jensen tried to make a run also in the fourth quarter, pero kinapos lang. No starter in double-digit scoring para dito sa Nueva Ecija. Below average field goal makes. The free throws have been a challenge. 14 missed free throws and all. And yung points in the paint, continued mastery. There's a plus 20 in that department for Nueva Ecija.
So the Rice Vanguards with another strong performance. Jensen, of course, an outside shooting team, unable to upset the Rice Vanguards. And Bulacan naman, not much to be happy about this season. They suffered another heavy defeat, and this time against Sarangani. And Sarangani setting the record for the highest output in an MPBL game, 148. And that's also the biggest output for two teams in the league history. So yan po ang ating first game. Bulacan against Nueva Ecija. Let's go to Miguel Pere.
Rice Vanguards Mega Bet. Starting at forward number 51, Big Bang Toto Byron Villarreal. Also at forward number 8, Robbie Celis. Center number 14, Will McAloney. And at the guard lines, the twin turbo, the Marcelino twins of JV and JC. The Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards Mega Bet will be led by Rob Wainwright, with Matt Macalintal, Arnold Oliveros, Jonathan Uiloan, and Rick Sison. Assistant Team Manager, Jen Tingdedice. Team Consultant is Von Monta. Team Manager is Raymond Dizon. Team Owners are Ivan Cuevas, Ryan May Cuevas, and Mr. Pong Cuevas. Here are the starters for Bulacan Cuyas. Starting at guard number 19, Loloy Lucas. Also at guard number 16, Art Aquino. Coming in at center number 21, Joseph Celso. Forward number 6, Joseph Marquez. And the other forward number 24, Gino Humawas. The head coach for the Cuyas is Terrence Reyes. Team manager is Kendall Velasco. Reference for this ball game, crew chief Sev Bingol, umpire 1, Edmar Avis, and umpire 2.
Starting lineup brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. JC and JV Marcelino sa backcourt for Nueva Ecija. Will Macaloni, Rob Celis, and Byron Villarreal completing the starting five. Bulacan naman has Pablo Lucas, Art Aquino, Joseph Celso, Joseph Marquez, and Gino Humawas. Obviously, heavily favored itong Nueva Ecija to pick up win number 10 this season. And we'll see how Bulacan will fare here, because this is just going to be It promises to be a long and challenging afternoon para sa kanila.
Yeah, I agree. And you're going up against the #1 team in almost every category. And defensively, medyo challenge talaga itong Bulacan, kuya. So what matters now is paano nila pipigilan itong pag-scoring nitong Nueva Ecija.
They lost almost an average of over 30 points this season as Celso tried to bank that one in. Masyadong malakas. The first possession for Nueva Ecija. JV Marcelino. They go to Will Macaloni against Celso. The cross-court pass. Toto Villarias. Unable to make the three. Rebound is Celso. And a chance to, perhaps get Will Macaloni going this season. It hasn't been the usual for Will Macaloni, and he's struggled with injuries as well, and only playing his 7th game of the season. 7.2 points and 6.7 rebounds. So, and 34% shooting para kay Will Macaloni. Not the most efficient para sa kanya as he opens the game with the basket, Will Macaloni.
Agree. And the thing na he's also still in the top 3 minutes played, at least dito sa mga games na nalaro nila. We like to hope na maka-bounce back itong si Will and go back to his usual numbers.
And he is part of that all MPBL first team. Ball knocked away by Toto Villarias. Bola mananatili dito sa Bulacan, Kuyas.
Kahit na may size advantage dun kanina, hindi rin matibag eh.
Assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Marquez puts Bulacan on the board. 2-2. Macaloni will take the jumper and knock it down.
Good thing, Will Macaloni so far making 2 baskets in a row. And again, gusto mo siya makita talagang makabalik sa flow ng game eh.
It's 4-2. Umauas with the drive. It's the off-balance shot, and Villarias unable to stop Gino Humauas. That's his first basket as well, Gino. Cel is on a triple team, and JC Marcelino misses the 3, and Macaloni, that's last touch on him, bola ng Bulacan.
So pagkakataon lumabang dito ng Bulacan, this is an opportunity for them to at least get a driver's seat here in this game.
Well, they took the lead with Humauas.
Kanina, right?
Here's a foul. JC Marcelino. Here's the danger on playing a team like Bulacan. It could put you in a sense of complacency. If like LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL, like to give a quick shout out to Coach Don Dula. I don't see him on the bench, but I'm sure he's watching right now. I hope you're doing well, Coach.
And I like that you pointed out yung complacency kasi yung mga starters ng Nueva Ecija in the previous game, none of them scored in double digits. Matter of fact, sila Manaytay, Costello, as well as si John Wilson were the ones who really provided the scoring in that game against Jensen. So the hope is patuloy na makabalik dun sa usual numbers nila for the starters of the Rice Vanguards.
And John Wilson, it's more of my concern is actually more of yung intensity level. More than anything, if you're taking on a team like Bulacan, because if you intensity mababa, you'll give them a lot of confidence. But Robbie Celis, binig nang bigla si Toto Robbie.
Ginulat ka habang nagpapaliwanag kayo,
Kaya
no?
Slamming that one home. Takbong Nueva Ecija. Macaloni to Wilson. Wilson to Robbie. The kick out to Toto. Villarias for 3. It's off to the right. Here's JV Marcelino for 2.
Ang JB, alam mo naman na yan, pagka sa ilalim, you can count on offensive rebounding. And yun rin ang nagiging problema ng Bulacan, rebounds. They're not really on top when it comes to that department. And so, these deficits and these losses na coming up with at least mga 30-point loss margin.
Hindi natin nabigyan ng hustisya itong dunk ni Robbie Celis. Dapat ulitin niya ulit eh. Dapat ulitin mo.
Isa pa. Take 2, ika nga.
Robbie, the handoff to Toto. Nice drop off to Macaloni. Well defended though. Aquino. Nice spin by Art Aquino. There's a whistle going against the Rice Vanguards. That will go against Toto Villarreal. Here's our Gixer. Great move of the game. Born for greatness. Robbie Celis with the jam. Binigla na lang tayo eh. Sumalpak eh. Ito si Robbie Celis.
Tatahimik lang pero biglang gumawa ng slam dunk out of nowhere. Ang laking bagay pa dito na nawala rin sa Bulacan si Delphio, si RR De Leon is one of their top scorers. It's been quite a while that we haven't seen him. And so they have to find other guys like JR Sumido that would score for them.
8-5 is the count. And JR Sumido will come off the bench for this one. Wilson. Macaloni gets stripped. On the rebound, it's a foul on Marquez.
Right now, si Will Macaloni is taking the lead, at least on the effort perspective dito, lalo na yung inside rebounding niya. Going up against 2 and 3 other Bulacan Kuyas. And really taking this opportunity to be able to build on numbers, get a really good momentum, especially heading into their next games.
There's a coach's challenge here, and we will be right back.
Upon review, the challenge was inconclusive. Therefore, the challenge has been nullified. Initial ruling on the floor stays. Foul on number 6, Joseph Marquez.
Inconclusive. I don't think that was a foul.
Yeah, that was all ball.
And Will Macaloni at the line, so inconclusive. Challenge has been nullified. The call will stay. And Macaloni gets the first one to drop. Second free throw on the way. And Celso secures the rebound. 8-5. Halfway to 9-5 rather. Nangangalahati na tayo dito sa ating first quarter.
Patuloy na nagiging challenge din talaga sa Nueva Ecija ang kanilang free throw making. Just 60%, maganda sanang pang-complement yun sa mga paint scoring nila eventually in the other games, lalo na the big ones.
And Joseph Celso trims the deficit to 2. Toto Villarreal comes right back with a 3.
Toto Villarreal, halos kada start niyan, bago umupo, nakaka 3 points yan At least one before he gets the bench. And that's why he's always starting for the Rice Vanguards, providing that space for the guys to operate inside the paint.
12-7, it's a turnover.
Ito yung 3 points ni Byron.
3-point shot brought to by Extreme. One-stop shop appliances.
So mag-i-stay ang possession para dito sa Rice Vanguards na naman.
12-7, Robbie Celis. Binigay kay Toto a foul and 3 free throws para kay Toto Villarreal.
Iwan si Art Aquino dun sa pag-sprint ni Byron going up for that 3. And you don't want to foul a 3-point shooter, definitely. Lalo na it's Byron.
And Toto at the line, arrows that one in. Maganda lang dito, no? Toto Villarreal is also getting, major minutes this time. The season, maganda na yung pagbalik na. The struggle with injury. And that's 18 minutes, almost 19 minutes per game this season with 8.3 points. And still one of their best three-point shooters at 38%. So, laking bagay. He's been known to hit big shots, particularly nung season 4 nung nag-champion itong Nueva Ecija. Ibe with a backdoor cut and the finish.
At saka si Byron is one of the guys that has really started on all the 9 games that he's played. So constant starter talaga to help space that floor for the Rice Vanguards early in the game.
Nabitawan ni JV Marcelino, that's off his leg. Turnover. 3.5 minutes to play in the first period. 6-point lead for Rice Vanguards. And Costello all set to check in.
Well, it was big in that last game of theirs in Jensan, coming off the bench and providing the needed production and effort.
Aquino. Somido. Bagsak si Wilson. Somido the fadeaway. It's off to the right. And there's a turnover of in possession as Ryan Costello enters the game for Nueva Ecija. Pinalitan niya si JV Marcelino.
And so JV goes to the bench with 2 points production. Tried it once in the field and made one. Oh, nice pass.
Great pass there. Galing kay Toto Villarreal to Will Macaloni. Macaloni has 7 points to go with 4 rebounds. That's 3 assists para kay Toto Villarreal in the game.
Ang hirap rin talaga pigilan ng mga paint scoring para dito sa Rice Vanguards. And very willing passers, and even yung mga scorers nila kayang-kaya ring dumiskarte sa loob.
Sumido gets blocked. Wilson was rushing the pass. Buti na rin si Macaloni to recover the loose ball. The play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Nagkamali doon. Iniwan si Will Macaloni on that drive.
17-9, 2.5 minutes to play. Christian Manaytay has come in for Robbie Celis. Manaytay inside the paint. No, Macaloni with the stick back.
Malaking bagay, Will Macaloni nasa loob. Isama mo pa dyan si Christian Manaytay. Inside, talagang mahirap. I feel si Christian Manaytay, isa na yung nag-contribute din sa improvement in paint scoring para dito sa Rice Vanguards. Let alone yung presence ni JC because it's tough to stop both once na nasa loob na ng paint.
That's 9 points and 5 boards for Will Macaloni, and that means a turnover here as well for Bulacan. 19-9 is the count. A little over 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Manaytay to Wilson. Back to Manaytay. Manaytay, easy two.
Dalawang shooters na nakikita natin na very willing and very able passers. Kanina we saw Byron and now it's John Wilson giving up that ball for a closer dive by Manaytay.
Umawas, turns the ball over. Wilson. Kala ko, gagayahin si Robbie Celis.
Inaabangan mo na.
Oo. John Wilson, former MVP of the MPBL. Villarreal with a strip. Macaloni with a recovery. And Wilson with a finish for our fast break of the game, brought to you by Extreme X-Pop. Personal karaoke speaker. Everyday karaoke. Time out muna tayo.
50 ang numero, pero 100% maglilingkod para sa masang Pilipino. Edukasyon, hanap buhay, at pabahay. Yan ang tututukan ni Senador Manny Pacquiao. I-shade ang number 50 sa harap ng inyong balota. Manny Pacquiao, Senador ng masang Pilipino. Number 50 sa balota.
Huwag niyong kalimutan, number 50 sa balota, Senator Manny Pacquiao. And syempre number 77, MPBL Party List. Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Syempre, vote wisely. And malapit na. Sana maganda ang kalabasan. Boss Bong Cuevas in the building. Ibang klase suporta ni Boss Bong. Gusto talaga panoorin kung magdo-double digit na yung panalo nitong kanyang kupunan. Had a quick chat with him actually. You know, Boss Bong Cuevas. Bago ng game na to. Kaya siya pa nga nag-update sa akin na hindi inactivate si Jammer. Pahinga si Coach Don. Okay din eh. Okay din siya eh. Parang ano din eh. Parang
Very engaged, no?
Media officer din siya ng team niya.
Very engaged rin talaga sa team niya.
And it's very refreshing to have conversations like that with a esteemed team owner ng kupunan dito sa MPBL. So Mido could not hit. Wilson with the quick hands. Osicos gets it back. Blocked by Macaloni. Bulawan puts it back in.
Will Macoloni, sabi niya medyo may gamit ng isa pang arm para makaiwas dun sa block namin. Pero referee's letting that go. 14-point lead now in favor for the Rice Vanguards. Bigat talaga ng pasahan sa loob nitong Nueva Ecija. And these guys have really just bought into that system of getting inside the paint.
And Jem Bulawan got it away with by warding off with his right hand there. And Macaloni continues to pour it on. 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists para kay Will Macaloni. He has not taken a rest in this game.
Talagang humahanap ng buwelo at magandang rhythm para dito kay Will. His free throws talaga is still a work in progress for the Rice Vanguards. And you know, they have very able shooters from there. And so you'd like to think that it's going to be better as the season goes.
Natosi Tancinco has entered the game for Will Macaloni.
Well, that's one guy we haven't seen so much, Tosi, after that really good game. And Ryan Costello trying to not agree with that call.
Sa NBA kasi hindi foul yan eh. Sa lalo na sa playoffs. Kakanood ko ng NBA, wala pa lang foul yung mga tulak. Kapitan na tulakan to.
Parang natural lang, no? Normal lang.
Normal lang pala yun.
Buti na nanonood ka, hindi ka napapapito.
Foul!
Papasigaw ka na lang.
Nabitawan. Second steal by Toto. Binigay kay Tancinco. Manaytay! With a hammer.
Still one of the really prized find this season for the Rice Vanguard, Christian Manaytay.
Using his right hand for that throwdown. It's Will Macaloni with 10 points and 5 boards, leading the charge para dito sa Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. So Macaloni trying to regain his groove here this season. And he starts out well against the Bulacan Cuyas. Into double figures, Will Macaloni as Nueva Ecija grabs a 28-11 lead at the end of one.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% pagbabago, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% paglilingkod, 15 si Manny. Manny Pacquiao. Para sa 100% Pinas
50 tayo! 50 si MB! Kahati mo, si Manny!
Back at the Pasay Astrodome for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. My name is Mika Abisamis. Coach Rob Wainwright and the rest of the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards were not completely satisfied with that Gensan game. As you mentioned earlier, he said, we gave a decent team a chance and we didn't play at our level despite that win. Hence, a list of things to remember, even with a perfect record so far. Number 1, he said, we need to find motivation for the boys to play the same every game. So kung makikita nyo, everyone important is still here today except Jam Hamito, who suffered a stiff neck after the Gensan game. Second, they gotta keep everyone healthy, and that does not just mean injuries. They need to stay as conditioned as possible. Remember, they are playing San Juan on Saturday at home. Number 3, they gotta give momentum to Mocon and Costello due to the loss of JC Colliar. Today, they will try some new schemes and maybe discover more about how to improve. Get well soon to Coach Don Dulay, by the way, who is feeling under the weather. So that's Coach Mike.
Thank you so much, Mika. Alam natin na si Coach Don Dulay is under the weather. 11 of 17 in that first period, 5 of 17 for Bulacan, and the standard is set here for Nueva Ecija and the way they want to run things this season, and they, alam mo kung anong goal nila this season, alam mo kung ano ang gusto nilang mangyari, the way they want to do it. So, it sounds about right that they are not happy with that Gensan win.
Yeah, primarily because merong mga numbers talaga, stat lines which they had a deficit which they could have taken advantage of. As you see, another run here for the Rice Vanguards. Nice fake by Ryan.
And Ryan Costello, that ball fake left Bulacan frozen, and Billy Robles, the best player in that game, has now entered the court. Siya nakakuha ng steal kanina.
At saka mahirap din yung magkaroon nga ng sense of complacency, and so you gotta keep that foot on the pedal if you're Nueva Ecija.
Hindi sila, kita mo naman na this early, hindi naman sila complacent. Really relentless to start the game. 8.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. 2 for 2. It's 33-14. Lucas able to knock down 2 free throws.
Saka ganda rin ng mga shot selection ng Rice Vanguard, all because of that ball and man movement. Pretty much staying within the concept of their offensive schemes.
Manay tayo to Wilson. Labas kay Billy Robles. He'll fire and he scores the 3 from Billy Robles.
That's one of the things that I guess bodes well para dito sa Rice Vanguards. Billy Robles playing really good and crucial rebounds and contributions in that fourth quarter.
Marquez, set shot, no good. Nueva Ecija trying to extend this 22-point lead. Wilson.
Nice dive.
Inside, Robles for 2.
Yeah, attack, pass it off, then swing. Good ball movement by the Rice Vanguards, as always.
Assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Robles with 5 straight points. Bulacan calls timeout. We'll be right back. Ilonggo Superman, Billy Ray Robles, 9 points and 12 rebounds, and those 9 points all coming in the fourth quarter. And this is what Billy Robles is known for dito sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. Just a An extremely hardworking hustle player. When you talk about that, you know, he used to be really, you know, counted upon offensively, but because sa sitwasyon dito sa Nueva Ecija, they have a lot of weapons, and you know, he's been doing the other things, you know, and he's doing it quite well.
Agree. And pretty much lahat ng role and assignments na binigay kay Billy, you know, he's been a very good contributor to the roster of Coach Don Dulay, and none big in the last game against Jensen. It's pretty huge, that match.
Unable to convert on the three-pointer. Here's Gino Humauas. He's blocked by Manaytay. Humauas will try again. He gets bumped on the way up, and he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Oh, there's a technical. Who is it against? As we bring you this 3-point shot at It's a Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances.
Billy Robles with that 3 right there.
Foul on number 23, Manaytay is second. Technical foul on number 24, Gino Humauas, for using profane language.
Oh,
Substitution, Clemson Setso for Aaron Upon.
Okay. So a technical on Gino Humauas. Here's 2 fouls. Manaytay is whistled for his second personal foul. Wilson knocks down the technical free throw. Humauas will shoot 2 free throws the other way. 39-14.
hindi lang talaga makascore tong Bulacan. Halos pareho yung number of attempts. But really, just the shot making and the scoring has been the challenge.
And Gino Humauas had 17 against Sarangani, 12 in the final period. And ended up in a loss, as we mentioned. And Tyron Chan gets his opportunity here with 7 minutes to play in the second period. Pahinga muna si Christian Manaytay. Bola na kay Billy Robles. Robles the handoff to Wilson. Back to Billy. Billy trying to go for the reverse. He's blocked by the rim.
One of his favorite moves, yung mga pakaliwang finish na yon inside the lane. Sayang, di pumasok.
Here's Celso. Fakes the handoff. Now with Aquino. Aquino lost it. Robles bigay kay Costello. Costello to Wilson. Kulang sa pektos. Billy Robles. No go and another opportunity. He makes it count.
Pero ang ganda pa rin ng lipad ni Billy Robles talaga. No? Ibang klase rin yung elevation.
Humauas knocks down the 3. (41-19) under 6 minutes to play. Chan will launch a 3 that's off to the left. Bulacan trying to get into their offense quickly. There's a whistle going against Nueva Ecija, Ralph Tancinco.
Well, these guys, Tancinco, Tyron Chan, they're gonna get their minutes. I see this 3 here by Humauas. And very important din na magkaroon ng floor time itong other guys from the Rice Vanguards.
Gawex Gonzaga is in the game for Bulacan. Marquez with the jumper. Bola nakuha ni John Wilson. It's 41-19 dito sa second quarter natin. Wilson, Chan, the extra pass. Tancinco for 3. That won't go. Tapik ends up with Marquez.
Love the hustle of the Rice Vanguards. Mike still trying to tip that ball away, give them another crack at the basket.
Marquez is fouled on the way up by Costello.
Right there, nobody getting that spot on that weak side wing cut by Marquez. He's actually isa sa mga player na talagang titingnan mo rin pagdating sa scoring and liderato dito sa Bulacan Cuyas, but it's been tough.
Marquez used to play for Mindoro and then also with San Juan. This is the first free throw. Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Costello gets a rest and pinasok na si Kenneth Mocon, former MPBL champion as well with Davao. Mocon to Wilson. Misses on the 3. Rebound ni Celso.
Medyo little off going to the left yung 3-point attempt ni John Wilson.
Aquino.
Number 26, giving Robles penalty, his first.
Robles now gets a rest after picking up that foul, and Robbie checks back in.
Shooting 2, Artapino.
Aquino at the line. Well, Nueva Ecija already over the limit with 4.5 minutes to play in the second period. Aquino could not capitalize on these free throws.
So the only guys that have not yet been fielded in para dito sa Rice Vanguards would be Arenas, Ayaay, and I think just those two. Oh yeah, Bobby Balucanag.
Yeah, and you expect to see them later on.
Yeah.
Toto Villarreal set to check in.
Ganda.
And Robbie Sell is all alone, and I'm worried with Bulacan's effort here.
And the lack of it.
Yun nga eh.
Grabe.
Walang effort eh.
Oh, you're going up against the top team, and you know you gotta show off your best effort to try and at least be closer in this match.
Yeah, 15 assists already para sa Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguards. This is the play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. And the Rice Vanguards, you feel like hindi pa nga sila nakakaalis sa ano eh. Sa first gear eh. Di ba?
Correct. Parang ano, cruising pa rin eh, no? You know, parang long drive na slow.
Oo. Pero kahit long drive, ano lang, wala eh.
Yeah. The separation is so
Grabe,
huge.
tapos tinutulungan pa sila, may cheerleader pa sila na nagdi-distract sa free throw shooter ng Bulacan.
Dinig na dinig may audio sa loob ng gym eh.
Chan has it. Robbie Celis. Oh, nice. Nice.
Wow. And that's assist number 16. Here already. If you got a team getting 20 assists, you're already happy with that. But 16 in the first half and we're not even done. Just so much of the ball sharing para dito sa Rice Vanguards. Yeah, regardless kung sino yung kalaban nila. They've really been playing like that.
Well, right now, I think it's more about playing with pride for Bulacan. You know, all those losses and then facing a powerhouse team like Nueva Ecija. You gotta at least show up with, you know, with effort.
Yeah. Yun talaga yun. You have to show up at least, you know, to take some joy out of this because mapakita lang na meron kang sinusubukang gawin para mapigilan itong Rice Vanguards. We do understand it's tough because they are the #1 team in a lot of aspects, points per game and assists, and you got to contend with that all throughout this game. And so if you're Bulacan, you have to make a good account of yourselves and try to get some compete in this game.
And it could be an unsportsmanlike foul as well on Marquez.
On that 3 attempt by Tosi, you know?
Oh, landing spot. The referee Sev Pingol was the one who made the decision there.
And of course, Tosi, you know, one of the top 3-point gunners para dito sa Rice Vanguards. And Coach Don Dulay in that win where he became the best player of the game.
That was their first game of the season.
Yeah, first game. He gave him the go signal to go take the three. He understands he's a floor spacer for the Rice Vanguards. And he has good company, John Wilson, no? Villarreal and himself.
Well, Tosi will have 3 free throws plus the ball for Nueva Ecija. 46-21. 3 minutes remaining in the first half. This has hardly been a competitive game, but you know, you have to go through it.
Oh, yeah.
It's part of the schedule. So
Right. Pero kailangan, you really hope that Bulacan would show up. At least, siguro second half, a little bit of effort.
Villarreal from the corner. That won't go. Rebound. Fought for. Bola mapupunta sa mga naka-blue.
And you just can't hope that they miss shots. You got to challenge shots and secure rebounds, and then execute real good your side of the floor if you're the Kuyas.
48-21. It's a 27-point lead for Nueva Ecija. Sumido, which pick will he use? He uses Celso's pick. He gets it to Marquez. Marquez for 3, and he swishes that one through.
Good challenge though by Rob Celis on that 3 attempt.
48-24. Tancinco. They go down low to Celis. Gawix is defending him. Celis had that ball poked away. Plenty of hands there involved.
Mahirap yung nakikita mo na nadidinig mo pa yung tapikan.
There's the 3 from Marquez. Stepping into that three-pointer. Robbie Celis mintis ang unang free throw.
I still have flashbacks of that.
Coach Rob Wainwright and Coach Matt Makalintal. One of the most well-conditioned coaching staff.
Agree.
In the league.
Agree.
Okay? I wouldn't go up against this coaching staff if it was a pickup game. Sino kaya yun?
Parang
In terms of coaching staff, maganda yan eh. Magpaliga tayo, mga coaching staff naman.
Oh, parang invitational na pocket tournament.
Oo, coaching staff naman. Pwedeng combine natin yung dalawang kupunan, coaching staff. Kaya yung mga coaches na may dyan, konting tampuhan, edi maging okay na sila, di ba?
Banding.
Yung banding eh. But, kidding aside, we have some really good players, former pros, sa mga coaching staff ng mga kupunan natin dito.
Maglalaro si Boss Kais niyan.
Oo. Hindi, team owner din. Sige,
Oo, sama na, team owner.
Mocon. Villarreal. No good. Rebound, Macaloni. Well defended by Celso. Good challenge there by Joseph Celso. Marquez trying to reward Celso, who ran the floor as Macaloni stayed behind. Will Macaloni ang bumangga, giba.
Hindi mo pipigilan
Will
yun.
Macaloni, 2 points plus the foul.
You can't stop him if he's that full steam ahead downhill.
Fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme X Play on-the-go speaker. Take your music anywhere.
Giba talaga pag binangga mo.
He converts the bonus. 13 in the game para kay Will Macaloni. 52-26. Aquino, 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Too long on the ball.
Yeah. I don't know what they're thinking. Gonzaga had to fire as there were 3 seconds remaining in the shot clock. Mocon. Tancinco. That's a blocking foul on Sumido.
Even that defense by Sumido was pretty much late.
Medyo hindi magandang disiplina dun sa defensive stand na yun. Could have just stayed in front and, you know.
Stay in front, wait for what he's gonna do, then it's a matter of...
I-funnel mo dun sa help, pwede din.
Correct. Matter of chase for space na lang yan. Depende sa defensive principles. If you're gonna influence going the baseline side, try to drive in the middle. Somehow, parang each guy on his own no?
Yeah.
When they defend.
"31 seconds remaining. 7-second differential game clock and shot clock. 54-26. Kino. I think you have to wait.
Okay.
I don't think you have to wait. And then you dribble it off your foot. And it's a backcourt violation. I don't know what they're waiting for there. To attack.
Yeah, it was number one. You're catching up.
Yeah,
You got to score real quick.
54-26. Unlike Nueva Ecija here, that's trying to get a basket before time expires. There's a foul on Celso.
Yeah, that's the tough part.
That's a tough call to say the least, but I don't think you have the right to complain if you're playing like this
Agree.
at the moment.
I don't know with how
You're down 28, and then you still have to complain about that call.
Yeah, especially you didn't execute well on your side of the floor when it was your turn to do clock management. And so Rob is gonna continue to add on this lead for the Rice Bangers before we head into the break.
He gets warned for delay of game as well. Two for two. Robbie Celis. Oh, 2 seconds na lang no? And that will do it. The first half in the books. Dito sa Pasay Astrodome on this Thursday afternoon. Unang laro. Nueva Ecija lamang 56-26 against Bulacan.
Para sa 100% pag-unlad, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% pagbabago, 15 si Manny. Para sa 100% paglilingkod, 15 si Manny. Manny Pacquiao. Para sa 100% Pinas,
50 tayo! 50 si MB! Kahati mo, si Manny!
Para sa atletang Pilipino.
Para sa kabataang Pilipino.
Para sa kababaihan, para sa pamilyang Pilipino.
Para sa kinabukasan.
At ito po ang MPBL Party List number 77 sa balota.
50 ang numero, pero 100% maglilingkod para sa masang Pilipino. Edukasyon, hanap buhay, at pabahay. Yan ang tututukan ni Senador Manny Pacquiao. I-shade ang number 50 sa harap ng inyong balota. Manny Pacquiao, Senador ng masang Pilipino, number 50 sa balota.
Ang hirap ng buhay na pinagdaanan ko, ayaw kong madaanan ng bawat pamilyang Pilipino. Kaya I hope na ang ating bansa umunlad, magkaisa tayo, ipagdasal natin ang ating mga leader dahil walang imposible sa Panginoon pag tayo ay nagdarasal. Nung ako ay naupong senador, hindi ko po talaga kinompromise yung posisyon ko kasi yung commitment ko sa taong bayan, manatiling commitment ko sa kanila habang ako'y pinagkakatiwalaan at nagsiservisyo sa gobyerno.
Masakit lang isipin, Mr. President, na ang programa na para sa mga mahihirap, tapos may mga tao na kumokontra. Kasi pagka maganda yung ginagawa para sa mga mahirap, dahil kalaban ka, kukontrahin ka. Nakakabuti naman sa taong bayan. Pagkakalaban ka, ganun. Kaya walang progreso, walang kaunlaran ang bansa natin dahil after ng administration ng isang leader, pag mapalitan siya, hindi ipagpatuloy yung programa niya na maganda para sa taong bayan. Pagkatapos naman ng isa, yung magandang programa niya, mahinto na naman, ibang programa na naman. Bakit hindi natin suportahan? Kahit na ba, ang isang politiko, ang puso para talaga sa taong bayan o tumulong, kung maganda yung programa, dapat suportahan na lang. Ang problema, laging hindi maganda, laging hindi maganda, laging hindi maganda. Lahat ba yung mga programa ng mga nakaraang leaders ay hindi maganda? Pagdating sa mga mahihirap, nasasaktan ako pagka binabatikos yung mga programa para sa kanila. Diyan ako galing sa pagiging mahirap, yung walang makain sa isang araw. Naranasan ko yun. Kaya ako, anumang narating ko, anumang pera, anong halaga ang nakamtan ko sa buhay, hindi mahalaga para sa akin yan. Ang importante, makatulong ako sa taong bayan, makatulong ako sa kapwa ko. We came to this world naked, and we will depart alone and naked. Wala tayong madalala. Iiwanan natin lahat yan. Ipaglalaban ko ang karapatan ng mga mahirap na tao.
Atin itong bansa, gusto ko po na tayong lahat nagtutulungan para umunlad ang ating bansa, para umasinso ang bawat Pilipino. Mga kababayan ko, mga nagsiservisyo sa gobyerno, magkaisa tayo. Isipin natin na ang mga kababayan natin nagugutom, nahihirapan. Yung iba, walang sariling tahanan, natutulog sa kanila lamang. Tayo, lahat ay pari-parihong tao, may puso na ramdaman. Naway, bawat isa sa atin, lahat tayo, accountable tayo pagharap natin sa Panginoon. Lagi kong sinasabi, kahit ano pa kayaman mo, kahit ikaw pa pinakasikat sa buong mundo, pag namatay tayo, wala tayong madadala kahit piso. Ang Manny Pacquiao, walang karapatan magyabang kahit kanino. Dahil galing po ako sa hirap. Therefore, ang aking gagawin, tutulungan yung mga kasama kong naiiwan doon sa laylayan. Tutulungan sila. Ang dasal ko palagi sa kanila na umasinso din sila sa buhay at makaahon din, guminhawa sa buhay. Kaya tayong lahat, mga kababayan ko, sama-sama tayo, magkaisa tayo para sa tagunlad ng ating bansa, tayong lahat magtutulungan.
Pagaran! The throwdown! Great pass from Sevilla. Threading the needle and Pagaran. Ito yung mga tank ng mga high leaper. Ay playo talaga kasi dalawang pa yung sabay na pagtalon eh.
Shout out to Sir Goody Ilagan and Coach F who's watching. Oh, look out! Rin William Bing for the two-handed stuff! That impressive dunk from the former San Sebastian College Recoleto. Throw it down with two hands, Rin William Bing.
You have to understand, itong Paranaque Patriots, mabilis ang pinorm ito nila Coach Mike sa gigit.
Oh! The rejection from Lander Cannon. Martel. Shot clock winding down. Another block! Back to back!
Oh, Lander Cannon, man.
Sending that back to the friend zone. Not once, but twice. It rolls out. Oh, but the rebound ends up with Reynel Ugnatan.
Locate shooters.
Wamar, yes!
Oh, no. But twice they've done that, Ken. Offensive rebound, fine shooting guy, three. Twice it's Orlan Wamar saying, I got you guys.
Senator Jenggoy ecstatic on the sidelines.
Oh dear. As he's given a chance by Coach Arvin Bunleon.
Feeling ko binigyan ng challenge ng coach.
Oh, what a move again. Brix Ramos. Another strong move from Brix Ramos. Well, challenge by Peromingan. Bola napunta sa Davao. Here's Brix Ramos.
Ooh.
Whoa! Wow. Twisting and turning. Brix Ramos, what a finish!
Talagang halos tumigil sa ere bago pumihit no?
Taking off, and look at the English on this one. Beautiful move galing kay Brix Ramos.
Finish tracks by Marquez. Binalik kay Doligon. Getting past Villapando. Scoops one up and in! What a move!
Oh, Mark Doligon. What are you on? Ibang klase yun. Created from the top. Went inside, tried to be creative to fabricate that finish. Umang time pa yun. Gone in. It's 4 out of 8. And really good shot selection, not forcing anything.
Oh, look at Fa. Oh! Ibang klase ka dyan, Fa.
Tindi yun.
You gotta break this down, Coach Mike. Crossover, bangga spin, left-handed layup against the 6'7" Christian Bunyan.
Yeah, there was actually a very similar move that he did against Archie Concepcion, but that shot did not go in. And so this case for John Pa.
For three, short. Robin flying high, trying to go for that offensive rebound. It ends up with LJ Gonzalez. LJ switching hands in midair.
Frenetic move right there by LJ Gonzalez.
Fantastic move galing kay LJ Gonzalez.
Lilipat sa kabila, no?
It's with Olegario now. Crossover for JR. Inatrasan.
Yeah,
Kalaban
he likes
kay
this.
Apreco. Olegario sneaking his way for the basket. What a move, JR Olegario.
Oh my God! He's done everything in there. Made that switch, attacked it. Magical move by Olegario.
So smooth and so slippery, JR Olegario.
Dalawang big men ang nilusutan, no? Si Abrego at si Bringas. No?
Halftime dito sa Pasay Astrodome. Nueva Ecija up by big margin, 56-26. As we look back at the first half, and Rice Vanguards just taking the game right from the tip to the Kuyas, and they built this big advantage and just a total domination para sa Rice Vanguards against this overmatched Bulacan team.
Yeah, and if you want to beat the Rice Vanguards, you got to take away the things that they're good at. And so far, itong mga bagay na ito talaga nga namang still continues to be a dominant show here by the Rice Vanguards. And Kuyas providing very little resistance.
And you know, those inside baskets is actually an improvement because Bulacan gave up 100+ points inside the paint last time against Sarangani Gripper.
There were, what, a minus 60 plus yata dun sa department yun in the last game.
Klase yun. Third quarter underway. See the response here from Bulacan. Marquez, Celso, now with Aquino. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Tira mo na, Art. And another stop for Nueva Ecija.
And again, babalikan mo, walang ball movement, walang man movement, especially on the weak side. Meantime, they just continue to knock shots from the outside. Byron this time with another 3.
And the Art feeling and holding on to this right hammy. Hamstring. Uso hamstring.
Parang Steph Curry injury.
Oo nga, biglang na uso. And immediately tinawag na si JR Sumido, pinasok na sa laro natin. 59-26. Sa Nueva Ecija in the lead against Bulacan. Sumido gets it to Marquez. 8 seconds on the shot clock. It's just too slow to get into their action as Celso misses from in close. Marcelino passes it to Macalone.
Well, you see some semblance of action kanina sa Kukuyas, pero to your point, ang bagal ng movement ng mga players. It was taking a lot of time and the defense wasn't even challenged for the Rice Vanguards. Samantalang sa kabilang side, Rice Vanguards really just keeping it very simple. Move that ball, find the open man, make him score.
Three-pointer from JR Sumido puts Bulacan on the board here in the third period.
Byron again. Oh, wow. 2 out of 2 on his last 2 attempts.
Nung halftime, hinabol ko siya. Kumlose out ako sa warm-up niya. Sabi ko, practice.
Ginawa kang cones, cones.
Pinapasahan siya, nag-close out ako isang beses. Ano daw sabi kasi daw ng coaches, generate closeouts.
Oh, yeah.
Ako na nag-close out. Kasi hindi nagko-close out yung Bulacan.
kalaban. Baka mag-jersey ka pa dito na kulay blue.
64-29. Mahirap kung doon ako sa kabila.
Papagod
Dito
ka.
ako sa, baka sa lamang ako. Kasi
Oo.
mas maganda yun kasi hayaan nila akong titito
Oo,
Mira
yeah.
di ba?
Akala ko pa naman ikaw ay magbibigay ng energy sa kabila.
Assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Actually, naglaro sila dito kanina.
Oo
Yung
nga.
mga tropa natin sa MPBL.
I was looking for you.
Hindi ako na-invite.
Kaya pala sabi, parang kulang ng shooter.
Hindi ako na-invite, Coach Mike.
Kaya pala, now I understand.
Ang
I get it.
bigat ng pakiramdam.
Yung larong paborito mo at mga taong madalas mong kasama.
Oo.
Nakalimutan ka.
Sabi ko, may laro pala. Ba't walang message sa chat group? Nag-iba na pala ng chat group. Lumibat na ng chat group. Sabi ko, paano yun? Nagko-confirm naman lahat
Yun ang mahirap, may plano, nalipat na pala.
Nalipat na pala ng chat group.
Hindi ka aware.
Hindi ka pala delikado yan Macaloni gets his own miss. JV for 3. That won't go. There's a loose ball foul on Macaloni. Di bale, gagawa akong bagong grupo.
Ikaw na mag-i-invite sa
Ako na
kanila.
mag-i-invite.
Ikaw na mag-i-invite.
Buti hindi sila nangailangan ng bola. Hindi gusto na papahiramin next time.
Dati ba ikaw nagdala?
Not last time. Ako yung nagdala ng bola. Ako hindi pinasahan.
Yun ang
Pero
mahirap.
yan nga, mahirap. Pero balita ko sa OB ban, may MVP daw doon.
Ah, talaga?
Oo, nakita ko. Graphics.
Meron ba?
Noong halftime. Yung nawawalang trophy, hawak niya. Sana malabas one of these days.
Sana makita natin yan.
Oo, hayop yung biceps nun.
Ibang klase ba?
Ibang klase. Tatago na lang natin sa pangalang Ryan Septimo.
Ah, talaga?
Oo.
Sige, doon na lang sa pangalan na yun.
Oo. GP. GP yung niya.
Naka-flex ba yung
Hindi
Naka-flex?
naka-flex nakatingin sa ring. Tapos naka-ganon.
Relax lang.
Relax lang. Ano pala? Hindi ko, iba pala talaga kung maganda yung game, no? May dumadating na ice cream.
Oo.
Wow!
Iba ang accommodation.
Iba ang accommodation. Business class.
Oo nga. At ang ganda ng kulay, matcha.
Oo. Ito talaga yung mga uso sa mga kabataan ngayon yung matcha.
Ay, sinabi
Mahilig
mo pa.
talaga sila sa matcha.
Sinabi mo pa. Yung only daughter ko, si Kelsey, ganyan, nagtitimpla.
Matcha?
Oo, sabay.
May laro pala tayo. 66-31. Villarreal for 3. No good. Rebound ni Osicos.
Another players down for the Kuyas. He gets up.
Marquez slow to get up. Humauas trying to put on the moves against Toto. Natapik ni Toto. It goes to Marquez. Marquez for 3. Celso with the offensive rebound. And Macaloni acknowledging that he should have gotten that rebound. Sumido. He can't beat Nueva Ecija with their one-on-one basketball. And Marcelino will lay it in.
Yeah, collectively, medyo mabigat kalaban depensa itong Nueva Ecija. So if you're thinking you're gonna break them down single-handed, one-on-one, good luck.
Hindi na nga umiikot yung bola. Wala na nga close out. So, hindi rin madali to beat your man off the dribble.
Right. I don't think they've beaten anyone one-on-one yet.
Here's Umauas.
Another one.
Agaw ulit. JC. Uy. I was hoping for a dunk.
Oo nga.
Napanood mo ba yun dati, Coach? Nag-dunk sila.
Ay, hindi.
Binuhat ng isa.
Talaga?
Isang kambal. Oo, sa Lyceum.
Binuhat ni JB si JC,
Oo,
gano'n?
or the other way around. I can't remember, but I saw that highlight. Binuhat niya. 70-31. Dagdagan na naman ng lamang. Humauas on the kick out. Drives. Umawas, hard-earned basket.
Hard-earned talaga kasi yung help nandun pa rin. Luckily for him, he was able to make that attempt.
JV Marcelino misses the layup. 4 minutes, under 4 minutes to play here in the third period.
And Bulacan kailangan mas mabilis ang execution. You're trailing big and you're trying to come back. You can't afford to just keep on using most of the clock.
Fast break of the game is brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme magpalamig, free installation for split type air conditioners. And like to give a quick shout out kay Coach Don Dulay. Feeling under the weather, yung wife niya rin under the weather din. So pahinga ka muna dyan, Coach Don. Everything is under control.
Feel better, Coach. Feel better.
70-33, timeout muna tayo, third quarter.
$50 ang numero, pero 100% maglilingkod para sa masang Pilipino. Edukasyon, hanap buhay, at pabahay. Yan ang tututukan ni Senador Manny Pacquiao. I-shade ang number 50 sa harap ng inyong balota. Manny Pacquiao, Senador ng masang Pilipino. Number 50 sa balota.
Back inside the Pasay Astrodome. Those are our Gixxer fans of the game, born for greatness.
Next game should be a pretty good one.
Yes, looking forward to it.
Yes.
Still have a few minutes. Si
Madam
Madam Photographer
Oh.
in the building.
Madam Luisa.
Pag may sumusunod sa'yo na kumukuha ng picture habang nagpe-pre-prod ka, siya na yun.
Oo.
Si Madam. Ibig sabihin, nandito si Madam.
Yes. At nagpa-practice yan mag-commentate. Mga games.
Kaya nga, free throw of the game brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompleto appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
Mahaba-haba itong habulin talaga.
Yes, Coach Mike. But, we'll see, I think, Bulacan should just paunti-unting mga goals, di ba?
Short term.
Oo.
Baba 20, baba 25, mga ganun.
Umawas is whistled for the personal.
Kada lane na makikita nitong Rice Vanguards, palaging open. Kaya napakaraming dribble penetrations and paint touches na available para sa kanila. And yung Bulacan, you gotta do better than that. Flex action one side.
Macaloni inside, foul in the basket. And Will Macaloni, 19 points, 10 rebounds in the game. And add to his tally here as Manaytay found him inside the paint, and Osicos whacked him in the head.
You know how Benson comes up with yung mga stories ng mga Rice Vanguards, no? It would be nice to get the story then of Will Macaloni. I'm pretty
Will Macaloni, well,
curious.
he was already working for PLDT
In
Cebu. As Toto Villarreal knocks down his third three of the half.
when you say PLDT, he's corporate.
Hindi, nag-ano siya.
Lineman.
Umaikot
Okay.
siya. And he already, after leading University of San Carlos to a championship in the CISAFI, sabi niya, panalay na lang, and then probably, got a job, and then I think it was because of the Cebu franchise in the MPBL. He decided to
Try out.
and he got signed, and then sila yung starting front line ni Rafi Octubre sa koponan na yun.
Oh, wow.
Oo. So, that first season with Cebu, had a pretty decent team that time. They made the playoffs. Ano pa yung sponsor nila nun? Casino. Casino Alcohol, yung sponsor ng Cebu nun. They had John Abad, who else? Garex Puerto. Even Cesar Catley was on that team. Patrick Cabahog was on that team. So yun, they had quite a team.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And we had home games in Cebu.
Oh yeah.
So may home games sila doon. One time I paired up with Coach Bunel Balingit
On the panel?
on the panel.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, that's nice.
Yes. So those were the days.
Because I'm pretty curious with how Will Macalone actually came to where he is now, and that one says talagang iba-iba rin yung pwedeng opportunity that could
I think
present you.
I think indeed I think this was a welcome plot twist para kay Will Macalone itong MPBL, because that paved the way for after that stint with Cebu. Actually, really, nasa radar na siya agad ng PBA teams, and that paved the way for his drafting in the PBA. Then, after a while in the PBA, he comes back, and then right now, he's here. He's one of the best big men in the league.
Agree. What you like also about Will is that you can actually facilitate through him with the ball. Even if he keeps it, he can pwedeng mag-assist yan, find open man, mag-initiate ng offense, can finish it off and score if he decides to. And just so many ways that he can contribute.
And he's battle-tested already dito sa liga natin. Alam natin yung this is a league that is, when you understand how the league and players are, talagang malaking bagay yan. And Nueva Ecija has an abundance of that in their team.
Yeah. And true enough. I mean, these guys have pretty much stayed within that culture that was built by Nueva Ecija, and Coach Don and the rest of the guys have really made sure that these guys stay performing, keep that really good behavior and good culture. Nice three right there, a JV.
Another basket to pile up the woes here of Bulacan. And highlights of the game brought to you by Sip Plus, official hydration partner of the MPBL. Won't be surprised if this was an all Nueva Ecija show here. It's Macalone, who already has 19 points and 11 rebounds. Toto Villarias, on the other hand, also is also into double figures. He has 17, followed by John Wilson with 9. 83-38. Going into the fourth quarter, Nueva Ecija in the lead.
Para sa 100%'ong pag-unlad, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong pagbabago, 50 si Manny. Para sa 100%'ong paglilingkod, 50 si Manny. Kanipaya. Para sa 100%'ong Pinas, 50 ka.
50 tayo! 50 si MP! Kahati mo, si Manny!
Fan outfit of the game brought to you by LGR Sportswear. I think that's John Wilson's family there with Boss Alvin Torno.
Ganda ng mga nila, pamaypay nilang John Wilson.
Kaya nga. Fourth quarter underway, Nueva Ecija with a big advantage, 83-38. What you like about Nueva Ecija is that they continue to execute here as Ayaay knocks down that jumper. Consistency here from Nueva Ecija, 28-11 in the first, 28-15 in the second, and 27-12 in the third.
Yeah, high 20s scoring for the Rice Vanguards through 3. And And tama ka dun eh. Kita mo yung may movement pa rin, execution, a lot of still, pin downs, baseline cuts.
Marquez misses. Celso with another rebound. He's got 9 rebounds in the game. Humawas leading scorer, 11 for Bulacan. Gino will go to the line for 2 free throws. And yan muna natin ng pabate. Father-in-law ng ating kasamang si J.M. Flores, Miguel Lopez. Happy 80th birthday from his wife Maris from Osaka, Japan, watching right now. Free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Ang daming papel na binibigay sa akin. Umawas. Knocks down the free throw and it's 85-39. Huwag nyo kalimutan ha. Number 50 sa balota. Senator Manny Pacquiao. Number 77. MPBL party list. Wilson, double team. That's on John Wilson.
So, they're gonna hand it over to Bulacan right now. John saying, pinatama ako nga sa kanya eh.
Tumama nga sa ulit eh.
Nag-ricochet pabalik eh.
Celso to Gonzaga. Gawex always looking to create or score. Jeb Bulawan. Celso, 6 seconds on the shot clock.
Tagal ng inubos.
Umawas. 2 seconds. Somebody's got to shoot. A foul on Umawas.
Somebody's got to look at the clock. You got to look at the rim.
They're better than this. The Bulacan Kuyas. I think the players they have on the floor.
I do agree. But you got to show some compete.
Manaytay is fouled. After scoring 111 points in the last game, they're only 39 with in the fourth with 8 minutes remaining. Big difference.
I agree. And it boils down to the volume of shots. I mean,
And they've been caught in late shot clock situations. And last game, the only way to really, the only chance that you're going to get here is we thank the 1xBet, get a special deal from 1xBet, scan the QR code and claim your special offer. The only chance that they're going to get here is that pag hindi nakaset up itong depensa ng Nueva Ecija, but if you slow the game down, of course, it's going to be hard for you to score.
That's right. At binibigyan mo ng pagkakataong makarotate itong defense. There you go.
You trigger an action with 8 seconds into the shot clock. Of course, you're gonna get something good. And there's a mismatch here. Late ang double team. The play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Few more game with 1xBet.
And tama, just reads and quick execution, understanding yung situation ninyo. Kung may diin na yung depensa nila, nararamdaman mo yung ping and rotation. You see, Bulacan was trying to cover the farthest man on the weak side.
Kaya naman pala eh.
Pretty much how you do it. You should have done that early on.
86-42, all of a sudden, there's a pep in the step here of the Kuyas. Here's Manaytay. Celso trying to stay in front. And look at Wilson putting pressure. And they force a shot clock violation.
There you go.
Wow.
Night and day.
The best defensive play of the game para sa Bulacan Kuyas. Now they just have to do it again 10 more times.
Yeah.
And bibilib ako.
Kasi ganda ng execution offense kanina, binalikan mo ng depensa, no?
And then you turn
it over.
Costello. Wilson, humingi ng bola. There's 2 players converging on him. Manaytay fires a 3. Celso with a rebound. Celso with 11 boards. Turnover story, 14 for Bulacan, 7 for Nueva, 27 points off turnovers though. Here's Umauas. Costello pulls the chair on him.
Everybody was standing around on the weak side. All that post-up was happening. No dives, no corner basket cuts. Just everybody watching him.
The Kuyas need a break here. They look very tired at the moment. Still down, 86-42. We'll be right back. Toto Villarias with 17 points, 3 assists and 3 steals, 4 of 11 from beyond the arc. Si Idol Toto. Ganda ng bitaw niya dun sa tres, and also scoring on that backdoor play. Started out here with, I think I remember, Bataan in the MPBL. Si Toto Villarias. And they had a squad in that Bataan team.
Who was in there?
Robbie Celis, Bamboy Raimundo, and they were coached by Jojo Lastimosa for a while, and then Jong Uichico.
Oh yeah, I remember that team by Coach Jong. I remember that. So sila pala yun in that team.
Yeah, Vince Tolentino was in that squad as well. GP Faundo was in that squad. I think they only lost 3-4 times in the regular season that year. But they got bundled out in the playoffs early.
This was
second season.
Umauas!
Not hit on the 3. He stepped on the line, Jeb Bulawan.
Boy, they're really slow to executing their offense after doing really good, kanina.
And Ceso is back in the game. Erlan Umpad is back on the bench. So si Billy Robles at si John Wilson in Season 2 and Season 3, magkalaban to. Robles with Davao, Wilson with San Juan.
Oh! Whoa! Wow! Manaytay with a sledgehammer.
Oh my God! How about that? How many times do you see that? It was the elevation and the throwdown.
Oh my gosh! Robles could not finish. Nag-aantay ako ng dead ball, please. I want to see that again.
Oh my God.
90-42. Just can't get over that slam. The follow-up slam from Manaytay. He grabs the board here.
I'm sure biglang napatay si Coach Don Dulay kung saan man siya nanonood.
Kaya nga.
Grabe yun.
Here's Manaytay. Now with Costello. Manaytay trying to dive. Foul on Somido. Here we go. Wilson with the miss. Manaytay. Nobody boxing out. And look at that. Clear the runway for Christian Manaytay. Slamming that one home in emphatic fashion. And look at the reaction from the bench.
He also had no chance. Oh no.
Manaytay again!
Oh
Christian Manaytay.
Are we getting a preview of the dunk contest here with Christian Manaytay?
Yeah, I would love to see that too. Grabe yun.
Humauas launches the three. Here's Ayaay. Don Arenas. Ito si Tancinco are set to check in. Sumido has fouled out. Another beautiful play here. And Manaytay really comfortable slamming it home with either the right hand or the left hand. He's rocked the rim here of the Pasay Astrodome twice. Nanginginig pa yung ring. Dinagdagan agad.
Sinaktan na naman. Pero, you know, Christian Manaytay is actually one of those bigs. They got a couple of this for Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguard. Well, actually 3. You have Wilma Caloni, and Rob Celis, and Manaytay that really play good on that high big man, and as they try to execute from top. And, you know,
Boss Bong. Sabi ni Manaytay, nanood si Boss Bong eh. Bigyan natin ng magandang show. Sabi mo, tama nga sinabi mo. Napariak nga si Coach Don Dulay.
talaga.
Damn!
Sabi ko sa iyo eh. Malamang he felt better a little bit after that.
Syempre.
Baka yun yung gamot na kailangan ni Coach Don.
Humauas knocks down the 3. He's got 15 points.
Oh my goodness.
All over but the final score here. Actually, it's been a while since this outcome has been settled. Kailangan lang dito natin yung ano talaga ito final score dito. But
talk about finishing strong.
Yeah.
In a game that you're dominating and leading huge.
And Nueva Ecija already surpassing their season output. And the opponents' points per game for Nueva Ecija, they've been holding opponents 73.3 points per ball game. And this time, that average is going to drop because Bulacan's only at 45 points.
Way down there.
Humauas. Celso. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Bagsak si Celso. And Tancinco. Offensive foul on Celso.
We have to have Jeb Balao and do something on their side too.
Hindi. Baka hindi pumayag yung Nueva Ecija.
Sa bagay. Tama naman. Rightfully so.
Tancinco will shoot the 3. Celso collects the rebound. That's 13 boards for Joseph Celso.
And they're gonna use clock again.
Humauas. Goes to Bulawan. Gino drives. Foul on Bobby B. Seems to be in a rush here, Bobby B.
Si Bobby yun rin, ha? Lumilipad din yan, di ba?
Lumilipad. Siyempre.
Bobby B.
One of the gravity-defying artists in the MPBL. Ito si Bobby B.
Monica Weiss, pareho silang Superman, di ba, ni Billy? Tama ba ako?
Si
Bobby?
Bobby B. Bobby B lang tawag ko sa kanya. Mas maganda kasi Bobby B. Parang rapper. Or musician. Parang, you know.
Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown.
Uy, ira mo yun, Coach, ha? Bobby Brown.
Kaya nga kilala ko eh.
And Bobby B draws the foul.
And then Bobby B also has his, really nice stories as well.
Oh, I think Bobby B, maganda dito sa kanya, his return from injury. You know, trying to pick up the pieces and Shaq Taganas of Pangasinan. Nanonood ng game sa cellphone. Smile. Smile. Napatawa. Siguro may nakitang reel, napanood na reel. No pressure here from Nueva Ecija. Don Arenas. Give him a bucket. Don Arenas, please. Here's Don. Stops at the three-point line. Too strong.
That line looked good though. Diretso sa side natin eh, no?
99-46. Nueva Ecija has continued its suffocating D.
And so in their prime, ang mga high flyers dito sa Nueva Ecija is Billy, Bobby, Christian, who else? Robbie?
Robbie. JC, JV.
JC, yeah. JC and JV, right?
Rob Wainwright.
Post Rob parang ano eh.
Rob
big man,
Wainwright,
big man.
hindi. Si Boo James yan eh.
Ah, okay,
Si
okay.
Boo James yan.
Alright.
Sumasalpak din lagi yan nung nasa NBA. Bago siya naging shooter sa PBA. Coach Don Dulay can, I'm not sure he can. With this, kung gaano kasipag si Coach Don Dulay dati na player, I'm quite sure he can throw it down.
Ano mo maganda nga marami.
Kailangan niya sagutin sa akin yan. Coach, mag-chat ka sa akin, please. Sagutin mo ako kung magparamdam ka.
Right.
Kung sumasalpak ka rin.
And then alam mo what's even more interesting, you know how a lot of coaches are normally point guards? Yung magkaroon ng ano na in their prime as a point guard, makakasama nila yung mga guards nila. Imagine, Coach Don with the Twins.
Oh, wow. Oo.
Diba?
Yari ang Twins. Si Coach Don ang suscore.
Abang-abang lang.
Lucas. Defended by Mocon, and Ayaay gets the rebound.
And the Rice Vanguards really just straying true to their, defensive identity. You're not getting anything easy, regardless the score. Been a tough day.
Yeah. Been a tough day for everyone, except for Nueva Ecija.
Yeah. And us, as you watch
it's a tough day for us, actually. And that will do it. Boss Bon Cuevas and his Rice Vanguards picking up win number 10. They are the first team to reach 10 wins this season. They stay unbeaten as well. A strong performance against the bottom team of the North. Bulacan stays winless, 0-12. And here's our best player of the game, brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. In this quiet, mundane Thursday afternoon, it's Will Macaloni making the biggest noise. The big man from Cebu, powering Nueva Ecija to this convincing win, 98-50. As Will finishes with 19 points and 11 rebounds. As Nueva Ecija scores a 98-50 win, a convincing win, a huge win as they prepare for bigger battles ahead. They face San Juan on May 17 on their home floor. So magandang warm-up to
nice.
para sa Nueva Ecija. Meanwhile, let's go to Mika.
Maraming salamat, Will. Congratulations. Sabi nga ni Coach Rob kanina, no taking anyone lightly. You played Bulacan as you should. Obviously, meron kang 11 rebounds. Gusto ko lang malaman, paano ba nagbabalance ng confidence whether ang kalaban mo ay nasa taas o nasa baba ng standings?
First of all, I just want to thank God sa panalo binigay sa amin. And in part of the confidence sa team namin is nag-start yun sa practice namin. Sobrang competitive kami lahat. So yun, nadadala namin sa during game.
Sa kahit anong game, nakikita natin yan. Will, yung 11 rebounds na yan, kakailanganin mo yan sa susunod na laban dahil ang kalaban nyo, sinabi na nga ni si Delph kanina, ang San Juan sa May 17. Why don't you ask the supporters of Nueva Ecija na puntahan talaga kayo dun sa Palayan City para manood?
Sobrang kailangan talaga yun. Sana mas mahigitan ko pa yun sa next game namin. At inviting you all sa lahat po ng taga Nueva Ecija. Pumunta po kayo sa Nueva Ecija Coliseum to support our team. Guide nyo po yung mga bout players natin.
Maraming salamat. Meron ka pa bang mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan, Will?
Nagpapasalamat po ako sa Cuevas family. Happy birthday po, Ma'am Ryan Cuevas, Boss Bong Cuevas, nakasupport sa amin, Boss Ivan, Ma'am Jen, Ma'am Vian. At sa family ko po sa Cebu, Bartolabac family, Panilag family, wife ko, lagi na-support sa akin. Papa Sinon, mga bebe, Mama Tasik, at saka yung PUBG boys, Severa boys. Thank you.
Maraming salamat, Will Macaloni. The best play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Steph and Coach Mike.
Maraming salamat, Mika, and congratulations kay Will Macaloni. By the way, I got a reply. Sabi ko, Coach Zule, can you dunk back in the day? He says, yup, donuts and chocolate chip cookies into my coffee or milk. Ha ha. And on that note, we end this coverage. 98-50, panalo ang Nueva Ecija. We'll be right back for Pangasinan versus Gensan. Dito lang sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. This is the MPBL.
Ang hirap ng buhay na pinagdaanan ko, ayaw kong madaanan ng bawat pamilyang Pilipino. Kaya I hope na ang ating bansa umunlad, magkaisa tayo, ipagdasal natin ang ating mga leader dahil walang imposible sa Panginoon pag tayo ay nagdarasal. Nung ako ay naupong senador, hindi ko po talaga kinompromise yung posisyon ko kasi yung commitment ko sa taong bayan, manatiling commitment ko sa kanila habang ako'y pinagkakatiwalaan at nagsiservisyo sa gobyerno.
Masakit lang isipin, Mr. President, na ang programa na para sa mga mahihirap, tapos may mga tao na kumokontra. Kasi pagka maganda yung ginagawa para sa mga mahirap, dahil kalaban ka, kukontrahin ka. Nakakabuti naman sa taong bayan. Pagkakalaban ka, ganun. Kaya walang progreso, walang kaunlaran ang bansa natin dahil after ng administration ng isang leader, pag mapalitan siya, hindi ipagpatuloy yung programa niya na maganda para sa taong bayan. Pagkatapos naman ng isa, yung magandang programa niya, mahinto na naman, ibang programa na naman. Bakit hindi natin suportahan? Kahit na ba, ang isang politiko, ang puso para talaga sa taong bayan o tumulong, kung maganda yung programa, dapat suportahan na lang. Ang problema, laging hindi maganda, laging hindi maganda, laging hindi maganda. Lahat ba yung mga programa ng mga nakaraang leaders ay hindi maganda? Pagdating sa mga mahihirap, nasasaktan ako pagka binabatikos yung mga programa para sa kanila. Diyan ako galing sa pagiging mahirap. Yung walang makain sa isang araw. Naranasan ko yun. Kaya ako, anumang narating ko, anumang pera, anong halaga ang nakamtan ko sa buhay, hindi mahalaga para sa akin yan. Ang importante, makatulong ako sa taong bayan, makatulong ako sa kapwa ko. We came to this world naked, and we will depart alone and naked. Wala tayong madalala. Iiwanan natin lahat yan. Ipaglalaban ko ang karapatan ng mga mahirap na tao.
Atin itong bansa, gusto ko po na tayong lahat nagtutulungan para umunlad ang ating bansa, para umasinso ang bawat Pilipino. Mga kababayan ko, mga nagsiservisyo sa gobyerno, magkaisa tayo. Isipin natin na ang mga kababayan natin nagugutom, nahihirapan. Yung iba, walang sariling tahanan, natutulog sa kalye lamang. Tayo, lahat ay pari-parihong tao, may puso na nararamdaman. Naway, bawat isa sa atin, lahat tayo, accountable tayo pagharap natin sa Panginoon. Lagi kong sinasabi, kahit ano pa kayaman mo, kahit ikaw pa pinakasikat sa buong mundo, pag namatay tayo, wala tayong madadala kahit piso. Ang Manny Pacquiao, walang karapatan magyabang kahit kanino. Dahil galing po ako sa hirap. Therefore, ang aking gagawin, tutulungan yung mga kasama kong naiiwan doon sa laylayan. Tutulungan sila. Ang dasal ko palagi sa kanila na umasinso din sila sa buhay at makaahon din guminhawa sa buhay. Kaya tayong lahat, mga kababayan ko, sama-sama tayo, magkaisa tayo para sa pag-unlad ng ating bansa, tayong lahat magtutulungan.